Hi everyone, it's me, Shannon. Happy Tuesday. I hope the background noise isn't coming through on this video. And I also hope the lighting's better on the other end. I noticed this laptop's always very dark, but when I watch the playback, it's not as dark. So anyway, hope you can see me. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. And I wanted to come on here and talk about consequences. Earlier today, I posted about I wanted to know your guys' success stories, but it ended up in a lively discussion about corporal punishment and other things. So that's right. Hey, Jeff. So let's talk about that for a minute. Personally, I have 3 boys, and I know all 3 of them are very, very different in their personalities and in how they respond to different types of punishment. So I know my oldest child, by the time he was 2, spankings just weren't working for him, and other forms of consequences worked better anyway. So it was much easier to redirect him first. And if that didn't work, then there was loss of privilege. And then all we really had to do was say the next step is spanking, and he would stop. So by 2, spankings were just done with him. My middle son, however, is almost 10, and I kid you not, there's still some times when that is the punishment that he needs. We try, let's reason with you, let's redirect you, let's lose a privilege, and really, we're going to go there. Okay. And that still works for him. It's effective for him. The youngest one, it's not effective for. You can hit him and it's not going to work. It's never worked for him. It's not a thing. He works better with talking to him about things. So there's different kinds of punishment. I like to reserve, if you're going to spank, I like to reserve that for a last resort, or have like your very well-known family rules on what is a spankable offense. And that's something that you put forth in your family, and then the kids know what to expect. And you have to lay that out for them, otherwise it's just confusing. And so going back to consistency, you'll always hear me talk about consistency. So lay out what that consequence looks like for that offense. So like I said, we always go to, if it's just like a minor thing like, oh my gosh, I told you not to yell in the store, let's try some redirection. Okay, you've yelled in the store 2 times now, you have no electronics when we get home, right? And now it's the 3rd time, and then you decide what's your big punishment. Is it a grounding? Is it a spanking when we get home? What's that look like? Just some tips. If you are going to spank, make sure you're never, ever mad. Hi, Lenita, I miss you too. It's very sad around the office without you. If you are going to spank, make sure you're in control, not the kids in control. And you need to make sure that you're not mad, and you need to have a conversation with the kid about it. So you're in control, you're not mad, and you're saying, mommy told you this or daddy told you this, you didn't listen, now you're going to have to get a spanking. And they understand that that is what's happening. Because if you're just willy-nilly slapping the kid on the butt for this or that, then it's just as effective as not doing anything at all. It really is. If you're going to just not tell them why they're getting a spanking or what the reason for the spanking is, and you're just swatting left and right, whether it's hard or soft, it doesn't matter. You might as well be letting them get away with murder. It's the same effectiveness. They have to know what's going on. So there's that. I'm a huge fan of natural consequences. You can just let that stuff right out, man. I mean, you tell the kid not to touch the hot stove, and they touch the hot stove and they burn their hand. They don't need any other consequence. That's good enough. So let the natural consequences flow when they can. And stick with your plan. What's your plan? What are your go-tos for consequences? I'd love to hear your guys' ideas on what you do and what works and what you do, and if it's not working. If it's not working, I'd love to hear it. So why do kids act out? I heard a couple people, or saw a couple people post about lying. Your kids lie. Everybody lies, but your kids lie. So what's the function of that behavior? Why do people lie? Well, why do adults lie? There's 2 reasons, right? We all know this. To get out of something or to get something we want. the kids are doing the same thing. So find out why they're lying. They might not even need a consequence. They might just need you to be there for them. They might just need you to be paying attention to them, or somebody to be paying attention to them, or they might be feeling picked on, or they might be feeling guilt about something else. You really don't know. So try to figure out the function of that behavior. What are we lying for? You can usually figure it out. It's usually pretty obvious. And then somebody said their kiddo's taking things. They're stealing things that don't belong to them. So I went in really deep with her, and I said, where is your kid stealing? What's the environment? Who's kid around when he's stealing? What's going on? And it actually turned out that the child was only stealing from one person, and it was only things that were of like huge sentimental value to that person. And it was really quick to understand that kid just wanted a connection with the person that they were stealing from. So he wasn't trying to be manipulative. He wasn't trying to be bad. He just wanted to get to know that person better and didn't know how to do that. So again, find out the function of the behavior before you go consequencing. So if we just, let's go there just real quick for a second. If this parent about head and stealing, now we're shaming and we're not writing bottom and more damage and pain when we could have taken that opportunity to figure out what was going on. So that's just it. That's my quick little almost 7 video tonight. The consequences are in your with it, guys. Consistent. If you don't stick with the plan, and if your kids don't around their boundaries, and the more they push, the more they need that for them. And yeah, just stick with your plan. Know what that is. Work that out with your family. If you want advice on how to do that, or you want somebody to help you problem solve, brainstorm that, I'm always willing to do that. Send me a message. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Have a happy Tuesday. And like, share, all that stuff.